Your own understanding, truth under Babylon's empiricism. What up? So, a group asked me to give my opinion on the whole Whoopi Goldberg thing. I know it's a little late, um, probably like a month and a half behind in time, but I wasn't really going to post about it. But I decided to because, I mean, there's a valid point to be had here. So let's kind of get into it. So Whoopi really said nothing, but gave her opinion on a travesty, gave her opinion on what looked like genocide, gave her opinion on uh, crimes against humanity. So so with that, um, she basically just underlined the definition of that particular crime against humanity, meaning what it was in a nutshell was a hateful crime against humanity, as there are many hateful crimes against humanity. Um, whether you say ethnic cleansing or just you know genocide or just just murdering people, it's crimes against humanity. So once you put an umbrella term on a specific event that has been deemed and specified for specificity, you have to understand that there's sensitivities behind that. Like there's things that are tied to that whole narrative. Um, it creates a biblical tie. It creates legitimacy for a storyline. And if you undermine that storyline by just speaking plain common knowledge and relaying plain common knowledge on something that has been held distinctive and special in the case of uh, the grand scheme of crimes against humanity, you want to deem this particular event special in favor of a position in a place which legitimizes your efforts as being what you claim. And what Whoopi said was something that undermines the narrative. And she didn't say anything against the narrative. She just spoke honest truth without any particular accusations or directing of purposeful tyranny, but just blatant crimes against humanity, just simple evil. So, what she did by doing that, by saying that, she gave other perspective to the common person, meaning, okay, yes, there's a lot of tyranny, there's a lot of murder, and a lot of crimes against humanity. This was another one. That actually takes from the narrative and the power that gives the affirmation to their position and their place in the narrative through scripture. Excuse me, through scripture. So this is why she got in so much trouble for saying so little. That's a very sensitive issue, very sensitive subject, and she violated it by not speaking against it, but inadvertently undermining its meaning and its purpose. So that's the whole reason why they had to do what they had to do to cover their asses um, on the idealism which holds true for them to keep them in the positions that they are in people's minds. And, things like what Whoopi said just gives other perspectives, um, other rational perspectives, uh, other common perspectives, a place in the area of consideration, and that's not what they wanted. So she had to go and obviously reap reap the misfortune of having no foundation, no community, no real men to stand up for her in her position to keep her safe. So she had to suffer as a result of, once again, her ancestral masculinity that had failed her and not given or provided a safe space for her to speak her natural ethnic mind. And that's our fault.